This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Set! Blue 90!
Again, he'll drop to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
Here we go now.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Wentz now on first down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Wentz now on first down. Wide open receiver, complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They run with Pumphrey. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Wentz. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. The extra point splits the uprights. And that makes our score 17-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Robinson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. With their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now it's Ajayi. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and all of a sudden here it's third down. Now Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The first thrown out for the backup, Keenum. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Keenum. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Shedding the tackler, that gives him some room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses. Catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
58 to the light. Let's go, D. Big series right here.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum being chased out left. And incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Mobility is often a good thing for a quarterback. Rarely do you think it's a bad thing. Getting outside of the pocket often breaks down defenses, but you still have to set and throw.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't lose your mechanics even though you're outside the pocket.
And there with the pressure coming, that made that extra tough.
Run! McQueen! Check. 53's the mic.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Keenum. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They begin the drive with Pumphrey. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. They juked him. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Ajayi's going to go. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. A big play there from Ajayi. 59 yards for him on the ground.
Hang in there now. Don't go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Here's Ajayi. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Keenum now on first down. Left side, it's Beckham. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Keenum now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Again, it's Barkley. And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, good hurdle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
We want it. Come to my world.
Keenum on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On the run, Darkwa. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They run again with a Giant. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Keenum now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
58, boys, 58. 58 fight. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
From the gun, it's Keenum. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Keenum. Open man right side is Ingram. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Let's go, let's go.
Keenum now on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Now Keenum, got to have this one. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Nigel Bradham leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. As they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he stopped immediately there. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's taken to the 26. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, here's Keenum. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
You got 3. You got 3. Here goes the high. Right 3. 26. Good track.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking for his receiver. Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about them taking a knee at the end? And there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinko's, I see they tryna copy.